Hey there, Love Dogs family, and welcome back. Are you maybe thinking about getting a small dog with a huge personality? You know, the one with those iconic bat ears and a face that can melt any heart? Well, you are in exactly the right place because today we are diving deep into everything you need to know about the French Bulldog. So let's just kick things off with a fact that might actually blow your mind. The French Bulldog is now officially the #1 most popular dog breed in America. They actually ended the Labrador Retriever's 31-year run at the top. But look, their adorable face is just the start of the story. In this explainer, we're going to cover the good, the bad, and the crucial realities of their health and what it really costs to own one. This is stuff every single potential owner needs to hear. So, how did this little dog completely take over? Well, in our first section, we're going to look at the breed's really fascinating and kind of misleading history. Okay, so here's the first big surprise. The French Bulldog isn't really French. Nope. Their story actually starts in Nottingham, England, where they were little companions for lace makers. When the Industrial Revolution hit, a lot of these workers moved to France, and they took their tiny bulldogs with them. It was there, in Paris, that they became a huge hit. But get this, it was actually American breeders who fell in love with their bat ears and insisted that look become the official standard for the breed. Wild, right? So, with that little history lesson in mind, let's get into the personality that made them so incredibly popular. We're going to explore that irresistible Frenchy charm that shot them right to the top of the charts. I absolutely love this nickname. It just hits the nail on the head. The clown in the cloak of a philosopher. It perfectly captures who they are. They've got this super serious, thoughtful little face, right? But underneath that philosophical expression is a goofy, hilarious, playful spirit that is just waiting to make you laugh. Frenchies are what we call Velcro dogs. They want to be stuck right by your side all the time. This makes them amazing companions, and they're usually fantastic with kids and other pets. And here's a huge bonus for apartment dwellers. They hardly ever bark. But, and this is a big but, do not expect a silent dog. They are famously noisy. You're going to get a whole symphony of snorts, snorts, and, yep, a whole lot of farts. And because they get so attached, they can also really struggle with separation anxiety if they're left alone too much. All right, we've talked all about the charm, but now we need to get serious for a minute. This next section is maybe the most important part of this whole explainer. We're talking about the critical facts that every potential Frenchie owner absolutely must understand before bringing one of these dogs home. Because this is the real question, isn't it? We've seen the fun side, but owning a Frenchie comes with a very unique set of responsibilities that go way beyond what you'd expect with the average dog. The #1 thing you have to understand is this term, brachycephalic obstructive airway syndrome, or BOAS for short. You see, that adorable flat face that we love so much is also their single biggest health challenge. Their anatomy literally restricts their airway, making it hard for them to breathe. This means they can't handle hot weather, they can't do strenuous exercise, and they're at a very, very high risk for deadly heat stroke. And unfortunately, the health concerns don't stop there. They have a high risk for something called intervertebral disc disease, or IVDD, which can cause really serious back injuries. So no jumping off the couch for these guys. Skin allergies are also super common and can be a constant, expensive battle. And because of their large heads and narrow hips, the vast, vast majority of Frenchie puppies have to be born via C-section, which is a major surgery for the mother. Okay, I really need you to pay close attention now. I'm going to pause right here because this next piece of information is absolutely critical. It could literally save a life. Let me be as clear as I possibly can be about this. French Bulldogs cannot swim. Period. Their body structure, with that heavy head and dense, compact body, causes them to sink like a rock. This is completely non-negotiable. If your Frenchie is going to be anywhere near water, a pool, a lake, even a little pond, a properly fitted life jacket is mandatory. No exceptions. Their day-to-day care also requires some special attention. First, you have to clean out those cute facial wrinkles every single day. If you don't, they can get really painful skin infections. Second, their exercise needs are pretty low. Short, calm walks are great, but you have to avoid the heat of the day. And finally, they're smart dogs, but they have a stubborn streak. You've got to be patient. Lots of positive reinforcement and tasty treats is really the only way you're going to train them successfully. So, after hearing all of that, we arrive at our final section. Is a French Bulldog actually the right dog for you? Let's do a final weigh-in, balancing the pretty significant costs against all of those undeniable cuddles. First up, let's talk about the financial reality. The price to buy a French Bulldog puppy from a breeder is high. You're often looking at anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 and sometimes way more. And it's so important to remember, that's just the price to get in the door. Your ongoing vet bills will likely be much, much higher than for an average dog because of all those common health issues we talked about. And this slide just lays out the dilemma perfectly, doesn't it? In the pros column, you have a dog that's extremely loving, a great fit for apartment life, has low exercise needs, and a personality that is just endlessly charming and funny. But then you look at the cons column, and you see serious, expensive health problems, high vet costs, the potential for separation anxiety, and the fact that they can't handle heat or swim. It's a lot to consider. So, if you've weighed all of this and you decide a Frenchie is still the one for you, please, please be a responsible owner from the very beginning. Your best choices are to either adopt from a French Bulldog rescue or to find an incredibly reputable breeder, someone who does extensive health testing on the parent dogs and is completely honest and transparent about all the challenges of the breed. And that brings us to the final question, the one that only you can answer for yourself. After everything we've talked about, do those endless cuddles, the funny little snores, and all the clownish antics, do they outweigh the very real potential for high vet bills and the need for constant special care? So, to sum it all up, the French Bulldog is an unbelievably loving and wonderful companion, but owning one is a serious commitment of your time, your money, and your attention. They are definitely not the right dog for everyone, and that is perfectly okay. We really hope this explainer gave you a clear, honest picture to help you make the best decision. And if you found this helpful, please make sure you subscribe to the Love Dogs channel for more deep dives on all your favorite breeds.